So guys, this is version 4 of our HD OPTI app. This is going to be a run through the app, what to expect, how to navigate through it, and what to do under certain circumstances. So once you've signed up and you log in, you're going to be accompanied by the dashboard page. If you haven't already redeemed your key, make sure you redeem your key at the top of the dashboard. You've got some monitoring for your GPU and your CPU. You can switch between those. We've got a become a partner section and download HDOS. So if you want to get some commission for suggesting a product to someone, you get your own personal referral code, and then also you can download HDOS in this section if you want to just completely wipe your Windows, start fresh, but still maintain the key components of Windows as highly, or I'm going to say stripped Windows. They lack a lot of functionality. So say, for example, if you're doing code signing, or maybe if you're working on your PC from home, you're actually going to lack a lot of key functionality, and it'll block you from using certain things. So to keep things simple, vast majority of functionality that you would use is there, nothing broken. And then on the right here, we've got the latest news section. So anything that we deem, as a guide or some tips for performance, for latest game updates, maybe it's driver updates, things like that. They'll likely be in here, or you can click on see more and go to the articles page on our website. We'll have plenty of other guides in there. And lastly, before you actually go into any sort of optimizing, going throughout the app, you want to create a restore point. So click on here, create a restore point, and give it a name. And that's how you do that. Go into the tutorial section. As it says, quick tutorial. It's just some key tips, what to do when you're using the app, how regularly you should apply certain things, and also a video guide link to YouTube that will talk you through the entire app rather than reading things from here. Or if you get a bit confused, you can revert back to the app video. So go into Windows section. You can apply everything in here. There's a few buttons that you should consider before applying them. Load optimal power plan. If you've got a hot running CPU, don't use it. Unless you've got good cooling. So you may opt for the balanced power plan. If you have core parking issues, such as the dual CCD X3D chips, I would stay away from both these plans. Just use Windows balanced. And then also game DVR, location tracking, things like that, you may want to keep. If you use them, you can always, activate them again. It's no problem. Going into the GPU section here. So if you've got an AMD graphics card, it'll be down at the bottom, NVIDIA's in the middle, and MSI mode if your graphics card doesn't have it on already. But yeah, you want to go through this, see if you're playing with resize bar on for a certain game, it might benefit it depending on your setup. Resize bar off, yeah, again, it may differ from setup to setup. And on also the NVIDIA hidden settings. But yeah, go through this section. AMD has a nice little picture that we created. It's super simple to do. You just do it through the AMD Adrenal app. The network section. So do not click the reset network pack. To begin with, it'll bug out the app. You'd have to restart your computer. So what you want to do is you want to click on the network pack. It's going to take around 20 seconds to run. You will then have to restart your computer afterwards. You can't just start using it straight away because you're making edits within the registry. So you need to restart your computer for things to apply properly. Otherwise, you'll run into issues. Controller KBM. Yet again, same thing. You will need to restart your computer after doing this. However, you want to just go into this section, click throughout all the buttons. Just to show you this as well, you can see a status. It's going to go from yellow to green. So yellow when it's executing and green when it's completed. So yeah, you can download all these. And then also download HGSBF. And then for the all input section, everyone can use these. They're completely compatible with every setup. But yeah, again, make sure to restart your computer after that. Here we've got a game section. As the games list is going to increase, you may want to search for a specific game. So say Call of Duty, or maybe you want to look up FIFA, for example. That's how you do that. So going into Call of Duty, click your button. It'll apply our config. It'll automatically set your render account as well. If it doesn't set your render account, if it's not in a CPU list, or a dictionary rather, there'll be a guide in there. It'll take you straight to a guide on our website. You enter your CPU, say if you've got a 1300K or a 5000 X3D, things like that. Type in your CPU in the guide. It'll pop up with a render account and you insert it in the pop-up. Clean up and health check. As you can see, I've not done these of recent, but yeah, you can run through these, once a week, once a month, however often you want to clear out your PC of, sort of bloat, as you're not using any of these files. And then some system cleanup, health check stuff that you may want to use if you feel like your Windows is corrupted. However, if it cannot repair it, 9 times out of 10, the best solution is just to wipe your Windows, start clean, back up any files to another drive, or go and put them into cloud. So that's something you should do. App management, we've just got some uninstall function here. We've got disable startup apps. This is a big one. A lot of people just have everything come from startup. So Discord, their browser, Steam, their IQ app, for example, for all their fans and their colors on their RGB. All you got to do is click in here, disable everything that you don't need. Some people may want to have specific things like an audio driver. That's fine to run. But yeah, make sure to go through that. Disable everything. Yet again, restart your PC to see the benefit there. Some quality of life features, so things that we find in Windows that you might want to use. Right click end task feature. So if I click on apply here, this would automatically apply anyway. You wouldn't have to reset Windows or restart your PC rather. Come down to your taskbar here. You can right click on a task and end task. Saves you going in from task manager to end. And things such as Call of Duty crashing, you can just do it quickly, boot up your game again, get back into gaming. PC specs in here, your CPU, GPU, RAM, storage, things like that. It won't have things like your CPU killer, as you can't pull them with an API. So these are all your system specs. If you want any sort of tips for upgrading, or if you aren't quite sure what's going on, you can take a picture, or you can send specs. Speak to people on a Discord, see what sort of suggestions they have for you. And yeah, going to the next section here, downloads. So these are all the apps that we think you may want to use. Maybe fresh installed Windows, you don't have anything on it, you've just got our app. You can go through, download Discord, Steam, Spotify, all the must-haves, and then even drivers and things. So your NVIDIA drivers, Intel drivers, and AMD. Some monitoring tools, browsers. Our favorite is Opera GX. You may want to use Brave or another browser. Some other ones that are essential. DDU, your driver, tends to be that things get left in registry, some sort of cache issues as well. Completely remove everything so you have a clean slate, and download the other driver or the newer driver, depending on what you're doing. But yeah, that helps remove everything just so you start fresh, you don't have any issues. Same again for Rev 1 installer. Sometimes applications have problems, they don't open correctly. You can also wipe the entire registry and then start fresh again, similar to that of DDU, but for applications, and some other sort of overclocking monitoring tools as well, and OBS for streaming. Here's a PC shop. So these are components that we recommend to our customers, or other individuals. Maybe they're just app users. But yeah, sort of going through if you want to buy a pre-built, if you want to look at sort of upgrades for your CPU, your GPU, your RAM, motherboards, and then some monitors too as well. And there's also a controller at the bottom. So that's a wrap. Hope the tutorial made sense. If you have any questions, you can join our Discord, send us a message, make a ticket. I'm sure one of the guys would be happy to help out. Or if you just have something in general to say, you can go into our general chat, ask a question there. Everyone seems to be pretty willing to help out and put you in the right direction. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one.